Welcome to Ghoulish Gab, always spooky, always under 7 minutes. Today we're talking about Thanksgiving horror movies. There's a good handful of them out there, so we are talking about a couple of our favorites. Kayla, why don't you start us off? Cut the turkey.
My favorite, cut the turkey. My favorite Thanksgiving horror, and honestly, now one of my favorite slasher movies in general is Thanksgiving, which came out last year.
Oh, for sure.
Uh, I'm pretty sure I've already raved about it on some one other episode at some point, but it's just so damn good. The whole movie starts off with this premise of there being a Black Friday sale where a bunch of people end up dead because humans suck and are greedy little assholes, right? And it's then this town has this big Thanksgiving celebration every year where everybody goes around in these John Carver masks. And then all of a sudden these people that were involved in the Black Friday sale where people died the previous year, they all start dying too. And these videos are being leaked where they're all sitting at a Thanksgiving table. And like social media is a big premise part of it, and it's really well done. Like there's so many ways they could have turned, like, it's an Eli Roth film and there's so many ways that he could have turned it into just terrible, but it all worked. I cannot recommend this enough.
I agree with all of that. I can't wait to watch it again soon.
Yep.
I'm gonna watch it every year around this time. Thanksgiving from 2008 is another one that I will watch every year around this time. It is bonkers. It's just bizarre. It's a B movie with everything that you want out of a B movie. There's a possessed turkey terrorizing a group of college students over Thanksgiving break, and it gets right into it. It doesn't mess around. It's just absolutely insane. There is a sequel called Thanksgiving 3.
Three, right? They just
Yeah, they
skipped
skip
over two.
to that one is not as satisfying, but it's definitely worth a watch once if you enjoy Thanksgiving. But if you just want something goddamn bonkers, go straight to Thanksgiving.
I mean, how can you be mad about a homicidal turkey?
You
And
can't.
that, okay, the turkey puppet is actually really good.
It's not bad. It's
It's
not bad.
really not. The acting is terrible. The plot line is ridiculous. Like you said, it's a B movie through and through. But I mean, if I saw a turkey like that out and about, I'd be freaked out, legitimately scared.
Possessed turkey.
Um, okay, so this is not necessarily a movie. Do you remember, and I saw it in reruns because this whole thing came out before I was born. But do you remember the Amazing Stories series that was on NBC?
I
I think
do.
it was
Yes.
Spielberg.
That was Spielberg.
Yep. So there was an episode, and it just came to me. And then I found out that you can watch it online. Like all of these series are on like archive.org. This whole series is. Um, where there is an episode called Thanksgiving where Kira Sedgwick plays the stepdaughter, and then I can't remember who plays the stepdad. And they're out in the middle of this, wood, like not woods, but like kind of barren area. And he starts digging. And then he digs, and all of a sudden there's this big, deep hole that's like way deeper than he first dug. And he drops his flashlight down there. And then all of a sudden he gets something back, and it's gold. And so he rushes off to go buy a bunch of fucking flashlights or some shit because he thinks he's just going to turn in flashlights into the hole for gold. Well, at this point, the stepdaughter, who the stepfather treats him like shit, or treats her like shit, but she goes and sends down like a ham and something else, and then they send up more stuff with a note saying like thank you, basically. And the whole premise is she's realizing that they just want food. The people in the hole just want food, but the father's trying to use this as like a greedy way to get gold. And I remembered it being like something that I liked as a kid, and then I rewatched it, and it's not terrible for a 20-minute episode of a TV show from the 80s.
Huh. Yeah, I do not remember that one. I remember the series. but I'll have to check that out as well. Blood Rage 1987. Have you seen this one?
I've seen parts of it. I have not
Okay.
watched it through.
Yeah, this is probably one of the earlier Thanksgiving horror movies. Um, I can't think of anything before it, but there's a young boy, Todd and his twin brother Terry. One of them's fucking mental. The other one, I don't know. I can't remember which is which. But anyway, one of them kills a man, and then he's able to pin it on his twin brother, when they're just young. And then his brother goes to the institution. He's there for 10 years, and he breaks out on Thanksgiving. And of course, he comes back to get his revenge. It's definitely a 1987 film, but if you're yeah, if you're into you know some of the 80s slasher knockoffs shit, whatever. This one's that happens on Thanksgiving, whatever. Who cares?
Well, my only other movie I had was also Thanksgiving. So, you know,
Yeah. Well, I got
maybe we could just spend the rest of the episode making hand turkeys.
one I'll talk about very, very quickly was Pilgrim from 2019. It was a Hulu one of their horror things. A woman invites these like pilgrim reenactors or I don't know cosplayers or whatever over to her family's Thanksgiving to try to teach them about gratitude and about their privilege. And then it goes south and they end up being murderers and they're actually from like real pilgrims and it's weird. Anyway, that's all the time we have. Tell us some of your favorite Thanksgiving horror movies in the comments and what you thought about these ones. And have some turkey